I am back at my storage just to get two things. Like I'm just getting a movie so I can watch it, because I bought a whole season series with me, and I just want to watch the whole series in order. Okay, so the thing I'm starting to notice in this area is, hold on, the buildings, the old architecture. It's like they try to cover it up and make it seem like it's all new, but when you really look at the old architecture, you start to see that some of it just doesn't make sense. Like, why would they have a door 3 feet off the ground and not have any like brick stairs? So that's odd. And like the parking lots don't make sense, because why would you have it curved on an arc like that instead of just have it flat? Like they really built over something that existed long before their time, and they try to say they built it in the 1800s. No, they didn't. It was there before their time. I'm just gonna get a few pictures and Snapchats of that, but yeah, I'm gonna make this video quick and not try to record and talk while I'm recording outside, because this camera can't handle snow or cold weather, so I'm just gonna only take pictures when it's necessary. The nickel-plated iron trays that they used to sell at Dollar Tree, I still have it, and this is just one of them. I think I got more somewhere in the storage, but they don't sell these anymore. This, yeah, built to last. Here, this is just what I was looking for. My Santa Claus ceramic mug for the holiday season, and a matching one over here. I just put the here. The little gnome with the pumpkin. Yeah, because I have nowhere to put them in the house. Like, my room is already packed full of stuff, and I'm buying new things on like online vintage things, so there's no room to put any of it, so that's why I gotta put it in storage. Okay, I am just about ready. Got everything I needed, including my gnomes. I'm gonna take home with me and use them in replace of the pumpkin ceramic mug that I use. I put that in storage. Yeah, I don't want to have to be okay for real this time. This winter season is going to be the last season that I go and have to dig through all this stuff. I know I said that before, but that was when everything was confused and I didn't have enough money saved in my credit history. But now all that should be sorted out for this next run. So also I got some seasonal movies to watch. Just because I don't want to have to connect to the Wi-Fi every time I want to see like one of those fireplace videos that are like 5 hours long. You know, like, people don't know how much of a hassle it is having to connect to the internet all the time. It's like, okay, that app needs to be updated before you could run a video, and then before you know it, 5 more apps need to be more updated, and then you're doing work instead of relaxing and watching TV. That's what it becomes. So that's why I don't want to rely on Wi-Fi or apps all the time. It's nice to have physical media, and that's something that this new generation don't have the luxury of. Alright, I'm ready to go. I'm all locked up, and the only thing I'm trying to think about is, should I get a soda from the Dollar Tree or a milk? Because I only got $1 to spare. Dang, my life is so hard sometimes. Gotta choose between things and stuff like that. Along the building. See, it does not make any sense for the architecture to be like that. over there too. That wasn't always a storage unit. This lot used to be something else. I'm trying to bury history. I decided I'm just gonna get a soda real quick, and then I'm gonna run around, come back here, walk this area. Because I just want something sweet to eat later, to drink later. So, see how this parking lot slants down like that? That's what I mean when I say the architecture around this area is strange. So this whole long building is the storage unit I was just in, and see how these buildings connect. Like, why do they need to connect like that? I don't know. Chapel Street. And also Chapel Street and Hillside. Names have symbolism. So here's what I'm talking about with the doors, because they put the doors like 3 feet off the ground. And what type of architecture does that without putting in stone steps? See, that's just strange to me. And over here too, there's like that parking lot I was talking about that goes up on a slant. Because that doesn't make sense for the parking lot to be designed like that at all. See how this parking lot just has that slant right there, and it just goes up around that building over there. Why would it be built like that? I think this all has to do with the mud flood theory, because it's everywhere in this area, especially in this area. So yeah, I noticed that when I'm in this area. Also a lot of abandoned buildings in this area where they can't tear these buildings down because they're not easy to tear down. You can't like take a bulldozer, because what they're made of, they're like made of stuff that even an atomic bomb can't really take down that type of building. Not even a bulldozer. You had to be like I've seen the videos where they take those stones that made for buildings that came out in the year 15 or 500 AD, and those crusher things that they put the stone underneath, I forget what they're called, but those machines couldn't even break the stone that these were made out of. That's why they're still up. That's why these buildings are still up here. Especially here. Like, they try to say these are basements. It's not a basement. Looks like there was a mud flood. And this building, then that would mean this building is an old world building. Because what sense does that make? Yeah, that doesn't fit the architecture. So that's why I think this whole area might have been an ancient civilization. Now, the videos on TikToks kind of showed that. But I think this area might have been an ancient civilization, buried from a mud flood. So here I am doing a voiceover to make up for the street noise in this recorded video. I'm just recording the castle, and this castle was in a previous book I bought and showed on one of my YouTube videos. I ended up returning the book because it was just haunted ghost stories. But as you can see in the video footage now, the windows at the very bottom are at the ground level. That's more proof and evidence of the mud flood theory. So I'm walking over towards the other old world building that was also mentioned in that book that I bought. And by the way, I ended up returning the book to Barnes & Noble because it was just too much misinformation. There was not any accurate information in that book that I wanted to know. So I was saying in this video that it looks like they were just doing construction on the sidewalk. And I'm just recording to see if I find any trademark symbols on the building that might provide more evidence of the mud flood theory and that these buildings existed way before any time recorded in this history. And by the way, I am not being sponsored to do this. This is just a hobby of mine and out of pure curiosity. I don't see any people running like, why are you standing in the street? Okay. Yeah, nothing. Okay, I thought I'd get a logo for this one. That one, the logo over there is kind of scratched out. Because I got these books where they show old decorative maps, and in the books they have those symbols mean they used to be colleges, because colleges existed in like the 1500s. So if this building is like if it was hypothetically built in the 1500s, then that would be the logo. I mean, yeah, it used to be a school, but actually it used to be a college. And that's something I never noticed. They say it used to be a high school. Actually, it used to be a college in the 1500s, at least at the youngest, the 1500s, but yeah. I can't make out those symbols. But that's an old world building too. They just converted it into apartments. Now that I think about it, I used to live in an apartment like that too before, but it was a different one. And that was in like 2014 though. I don't know what symbol that is, but that's definitely old world. Yeah, right here they'll try to say it was built in like the 1800s or the 1900s. No, it wasn't, because these type of brick structures, you can't tear it down with a machine. So they kind of rewrote history. I'm just starting to see that more as I see these buildings more, but I don't even know if people go in there. But like they can't tear these type of stone down because like a machine couldn't do it. They're just too old. They're made of different material than these stones made in the 1800s, so you can't tear it down. Like compared to this new church, you could probably demolish that because it's made out of newer stone. So, yeah. They just try to put those signs up there that say it to tell you that this was built in the 1800s. No, it's not. It's way older than that. It's an old world building. I just got in here like 10-15 minutes ago. My hands are still cold. Because my hands are still cold. And you know what else? This whole building smells like must. It smells like somebody's breath in here. Like people breathing too hard in here. I smell it. It's like people stop breathing so much. It's making the air musty. And guess what? I did get the soda. I'm enjoying a meal while I watch one of our DVDs that I brought. But yeah, I'm still